house here. It's really super nice. Very happy this. So let's start sitting. Find a seat. Use blanket, use pillow. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Cuckoo. Not sure. No sign. No sign. Petro, can you hear me? Daniel, can you hear me? Super, thank you. Looked like people can't hear me. Daniel is here. That's really nice. Max is sitting over there, Daniel. Hope Nicole is fine. Family is good, all good. So let's start. Find a seat, shoulders over your hips. Take a bit of a yes to find this big ball balancing on top of this nice big tube, and a bit of a no. These first two vertebrae, very oft very tight, tense. Bring your chin in front as if you can put it on top of a shelf, and then you push it back. So your back of your skull comes in line with your sacrum. Maybe you can feel a very gentle release in your front side when you do this holding, pushing forward, leaning into life, pushing the river into a direction I want, I need, I, me, circling around in all what we need, which is very human. And sometimes it gets just very intense. This I, me. So find your way, leaning back. Find your way, being open to receive in all what is here. And maybe you can feel again a tiny bit of a release. This constant hunting forward, reaching forward, pressing forward. It's wonderful to have a purpose. It's wonderful to know what you need, what you want, what your heart is longing for. Sometimes it gets very loud in our mind and we're forgetting to come closer to heart, closer. Big words, heart, soul, meaning. And it is helpful to lean back a tiny bit, becoming this river of life, this flow of life, instead of pushing it into a direction. Easter time, big meanings of death, life, reborn, new beginnings for every death, for every life. There is a new beginning. There is a new start. So every day there is a new beginning, every moment. And while we're leaning into life, you're kind of forgetting it, you're holding on. For every death, we need to let go. And it became a big meaning in the last year with the pandemic, how we relate to death in society, how we relate to life. So maybe you want to take for today's practice the celebration of life, the celebration of being here, taking it for granted to be here kind of, it can finish earlier than we think it will. It can last longer than we think, and it can last shorter. Every moment a new beginning, every moment a celebration. You take this into your practice today, celebrating, being here, being alive, being here in this moment, listening to what you're listening, smelling what you're smelling, sensing what you're sensing, thinking what you're thinking, and being surprised of this new moment, completely different and similar, never the same. And slowly start deepening your breath, focusing 2-3 centimeters below your belly button, letting your belly rising, your chest, your kidneys, your lungs filling up with this softness and sweetness in your face. And with your exhaling, bring your belly inward towards your spine and gently internally lifting it up towards your heart, activating your Mula Bandha, your root log. With your inhaling, feeling this filling up, energizing, very subtle. And with your exhaling, focusing 2-3 centimeters below your belly button, sucking your belly in and very gently lifting it internally towards your heart. Keep on breathing in your own pace, expanding breath and taking the same amount of time of inhaling as you're exhaling and finding this pausing in between. There is a tiny little pause. When you're empty, there is a tiny little pause, connecting to this pause, to this letting go, to this moment of stillness. And when you're inhaling, there is this tiny little pause, enjoying this moment of abundance, of fullness. Find your own pace, expanding. And when you feel you found your maximum in your in and exhaling, take one more. And with your next inhaling, taking a really nice, gentle, full breath, inhaling. And when you're full, holding your breath. With your exhaling, you bring your chin towards your sternum, lifting your Mula Bandha. Feel your diaphragm and stay empty for a moment. With your eyes closed, gazing internally. Inhale. Inhaling, releasing. Bring your head back into your neutral with your eyes closed. Stay here for a moment. Every moment, a new beginning. Can you allow to drop this moment? Open up for a new beginning, interlacing your fingers, rounding your spine, pressing your palms of your hands forward, waking up this body, these muscles, lifting your arms over your head. Find some movement like you're leaning to one side, waking up these muscles in a very gentle way with your breath. Bring your hands back in your neutral, opening your fingers, plant your hands behind your seat, fingertips pressing down, rolling back your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades. Sit with your seat, a tiny little arching, gaze towards the ceiling. Please stay here. People who are a bit more used to the practice, you can rooting down from your knees, lifting your seat, opening up your whole front side. Find your own way, your own style, challenging yourself and being gentle. Inhaling, lifting up a tiny bit more, exhaling, coming back down onto your seat with a nice long spine, walking your hands forward, your seat stays down. Maybe you can folding forward or you stay on your fingertips, gazing forward from your heart, long spine. Inhaling, walking your hands back in your neutral, change the crossing of your legs, bring your other leg in front, interlacing your fingers and swapping this interlace, doing naturally. And then you bring your other finger in front, opening your palms of your hands, you're squeezing, really pushing your belly back. And inhaling, arms over your head, lifting your shoulders towards your ears. And with your exhaling, release them back down. Inhaling, lifting your shoulders towards your ears. Exhaling, release. One more time, shoulders towards your ears, really lifting them up. And then your arms stay long and you release your shoulders. A tiny bit of a no in your neck. And a bit of a yes, yes. Exhaling, opening your arms, fingertips behind, rolling back your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades, really good enough like this. Or you're lifting, rooting down from your knees, lifting your seat, and you're opening up. Breath, lifting a tiny bit higher with your inhaling. Stay in your pose with your exhaling, giving it one more inhaling. Exhaling, release, coming back down onto your seat, walking your arms forward. Remember, please stay on your fingertips, reaching forward when you need to compensate, lifting your seat. Please stay on your fingertips. Breath. Breath. Long spine, deep breath. Inhaling gently, walking your hands back into your neutral, releasing your knees, shaking out, planting your feet and giving your muscles a bit of a shaking, letting them vibrate. Releasing, swinging your knees under you, come into your kneeling. Making sure when you need that you have something between your heels and your seat when this hurts in your knees, or you're making a nice little cushion from your mat. Lengthening your spine, belly coming in, shoulders over your hips. One more time, interlacing your fingers, reaching forward from your hands, pinky finger and thumb wanna meet, rolling back your shoulders. Breathe. Do you release tension in your rib cage? Inhaling your arms over your head, making sure you do not compensate falling into your lower back, lifting your ribs to bring your arms over your head. Maybe they come a tiny bit more in front of your ears. And then from here, very, very gentle, you're opening your arms a tiny bit more. With your exhaling, turning your belly towards your right side, squeeze your lungs. Inhaling back into your neutral. Exhaling, squeeze your lungs. Inhaling back into your neutral. Exhaling, squeezing. One more time, inhaling back neutral. Inhaling back into your neutral, opening your fingers, bring your arms on your side, lifting your shoulders towards your ears with a big, big inhaling, and with an exhaling, opening your mouth and a sigh. All this weight, inhaling, you're carrying. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling, and find a no, 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 and a sound in your throat like liberating, holding in your throat, back into your neutral, opening your arms, inhaling, come on to your seat, pushing with your seat, lengthening your spine, belly meets your thighs, reaching forward, breath. Exhaling, planting your hands, gaze between your arms, curl your toes, lift your seat. First downward facing dog for today, paddling your feet, breathe. Give yourself some movements in your hips. Long neck, long spine. Inhaling, knees towards the floor, flow in your child pose. Knees gently open, release your forehead, softening in your shoulders. Walk your hands towards your right side, left hand on top of your right, gentle stretching from your left side. Inhaling, swing your arms towards your left, plant your right hand on top of your left. Inhaling back in your neutral, tuck your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, come back in your kneeling. Maybe you need to put something in between your heels and your seat, shoulders above your hips, chin, pushing it back slightly. Interlacing your fingers, swapping this interlace, doing it naturally, and then you swap, opening your palms of your hands, fingertips, thumb and index finger want to meet, to opening up your palms of your hands. Lower down your hands a tiny bit more, David, breathe. Shoulders rolling back, smiling in your heart. One more big smile in your belly. Inhaling your arms over your head. Please be aware you don't want to compensate. Breathe. And imagine somebody is holding your hands like an anchor on to fix your hands, and you start shaking your torso. So your hands staying fixed. It's a bit of a funky movement. Liberating this holding, letting yourself shaking, hands staying fixed, and all the rest is shaking like a milkshake. Activating your breath and slowly, slowly coming back into your stillness position. Bring your hands on the back of your skull, closing your elbows, chin meeting your sternum. Release tension in your neck. Stay with your neck, with your head where it is. Bring your hands in front of your face, with your eyes closed, feeling the soft touch of your own hands, celebrating life and allowing yourself all this pattern you keep on repeating, letting them be refreshed, renewed, taking new steps in your mind, in your senses, in your being. Leaning back, inhaling, bring your head back into your neutral, your arms on your side, reaching around, interlacing your fingers, find a sweet little back bending, opening this chest while you squeeze your shoulder blades, folding forward, arms floating over your head, forehead meeting the floor. As if there is somebody pulling you up from your hands, coming back in your kneeling, opening your fingers, lifting your shoulders towards your ears with a big, big, big inhaling. One more time, letting this weight. One more inhaling. Exhaling. And your last time, inhaling. Exhaling. And no. Shaking your breath. Arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, gaze in line with your fingers, exhaling, pushing your seat, belly meets your thighs, press, planting your hands, spread your fingers, gaze between your arms, curl your toes, lift your seat, downward facing dog, paddling your feet. Press, giving some movement in your legs, in your thighs, in your hips. Step your feet together, lift your right leg towards the ceiling, stay square with your hips. Exhaling, swing your leg between your hands. When this is difficult, please remember, come down on your knees, plant your foot, hands, curl your toes, and here you are. Breath. Plant your left hand onto the floor, your right hand on your right knee. Gaze towards your right side, stay, or your right arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. Breathe, making sure your foot is under your knee. Links, this is it. Really make this is it, Charlotte. Beautiful. Breathe, inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hand back onto the floor, gazing forward, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling, release your knees, stay with your toes curled under, pulling your hands towards your heart. Chin, chest, meeting the floor. Do not lose the contact with your toes. Inhaling, pushing from your toes, lifting your heart in your mini cobra. Exhaling, curling your toes, lift your seat, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Inhaling, spreading these fingers. Exhaling, stepping your foot between your hands. Remember, when you knee down on your knees, rolling back your shoulders. Breathe, planting your hand on your knee, turning your torso, stay with your hand, or you're opening your arm. Long neck, lengthening your neck. David, long neck. Breathe. Exhaling, planting your hands, gazing forward, stepping back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhaling in your high plank, heart between your hands, knees, chin, chest. And when you're coming down, please stay with your toes. We do have this tendency lifting these toes and we're forgetting to rooting down. So stay with your toes, curled under, and then from here you're releasing your toes, pushing your toes, lifting your heart. You can rise higher when your shoulders staying down in your Bhujangasana, curling your toes, lift your seat, downward facing dog, shaking your head, making some really funky noises. For a new beginning, you need to allow yourself to letting go. Breathe, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, walking, hopping, stepping forward, inhaling halfway, exhaling, folding forward. Please bend your knees. You do not want to hang in here with your legs long and hurting your lower back. Softening in your knees, that you can folding forward from your hips, your belly meets your thighs, your neck grows long. Breathe. This is it. Tucking your tailbone in, roll up your spine while your feet are rooting down, rolling up vertebra for vertebra, shoulders rolling back and down, hands opening, hips over, under your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, belly active, gently, very gently, feeling this Mula Bandha, pelvis floor, letting it lifting up more energetically than physically. This long muscle, psoas muscle, you feel from your hips back along your spine until your sternum, behind your sternum, letting yourself growing while your feet are rooting down, your top of your head reaching up, finding this moment of leaning back, letting life receiving. Breath. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head, folding forward from your hips, soft in your knees, and stepping your right foot back, long runner's lunge with your inhaling, Exhale, step back in your downward facing dog. Step your feet together, turn your toes towards your right side, gently bending your knees, pressing both hands, gaze under your left armpit. Breath. Bending your knees a tiny bit more, that you can liberating your right hand. Bring your right hand on the back of your skull and you're opening your chest towards the ceiling. Breathe, stay bent in your knees. Breathe, exhaling, releasing your hand, turning your toes towards your center, and you turn your toes towards your left side. First, you want to press both hands into the floor while you're turning your knees towards your left side. Feel this opening in your rib cage. And then from here, you bring your weight towards your right side. You're liberating your left hand. Bring your hand on the back of your skull. Gaze towards the ceiling from your chest while your knees stay bent. Breathe. Breath. Exhaling, liberating your hands, planting your hands in your downward facing dog. Inhaling, come in your high plank, pushing your heels. Bring your heart between your hands, rolling back your shoulders. Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees, chin, chest. When you want to learn Chaturanga, releasing your knees, elbows glued to your body, gazing forward, holding your chest, pushing from your toes, rolling back your shoulders, come onto your toes, exhale, lifting your seat, rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Step your feet together, lift your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhale, your right foot on the outside of your right hand, opening your hip 45 degrees, lengthening your spine. Breathe. Release your knees, release your toes, opening your hip, making sure your knee is over your foot, that you do not hurt your knee here. Breathe, stay, or you're coming down onto your elbows, heart between your hands, pressing your foot into the floor. People who have a bit more opening, you can bring your foot on the outside, on the outer edge of your foot. So you're walking your foot and you can bring your foot on the outside to help your hip to open and protecting your knee. Stay, breathe. People with a bit more flexibility, you can curling your toes, back toes under, lifting your knee. Stay, or you're rooting down from your left arm, lifting your right. Breathe. Exhaling, planting your hand back onto the floor, planting both hands back onto the floor, releasing your back knee, your back toes, plant your left hand in front of your face, opening your chest. So for some people, you bring your right hand on your right knee, gaze over your shoulder. For some people, you can bending your left knee, reaching over your shoulder, finding your foot with your hand, and you wanna pushing this heel far away from your seat to opening up, warming up your whole psoas muscle, the muscle of your soul, giving you strength in your being, stability in your being, openness in your chest. Inhaling, exhaling, plant your hand back onto the floor, hands under your shoulders, curl your back toes, lifting your knee, gazing forward, stepping back in your high plank. Breathe, stay. Breathe, coming down onto your elbows under your shoulders, pushing with your heels hard between your hands, spreading your fingers, gazing forward. Max, breathe, rolling back your shoulders, lowering down your seat a tiny bit more, Samira, and gazing forward, opening your chest. Exhaling, releasing belly button, pubic bone, big toes touching, pulling your hands towards your heart in your Sphinx pose. Breathe. Smiling in your heart, smiling in your belly. Exhaling, coming back down, hands under your shoulders, next to your ribs. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. Samira, when you're coming up, see that your elbows stay next to your body. Breathe. Step your feet together. Lift your right leg towards the ceiling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Step your right foot between your hands. Long Vinyasa lunge. Do not overstep here. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. Stepping both feet together. Inhaling halfway. Folding forward. Uttanasana. Softening forward. Surrender. It's a beautiful pose to practice surrender. For every new beginning, you wanna let go all these old patterns of thinking, of walking along. Give it a chance of a new beginning. Breathe, tuck your tailbone in, press your feet into the floor, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra. Shoulders rolling back and down, Tadasana, soft in your hands. Heavy in your arms. Your chest is soft. Your head balancing on this long tube. Breath. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, swan dive forward. Step your left foot back in a long runner's lunge, gazing forward. Left hand, did we do this side? No. Left hand on your shoulder, under your shoulder, right hand on your knee, gazing over your shoulder, lifting your arm. Breathe. We did this side. We did this side. Sorry, please change your leg that we do the other side. Breathe. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I'm always mixing it up. Breathe. So you need to have your left leg in front, your right hand onto the floor and opening your left arm. Please apologize. Exhaling, planting your hand back onto the floor, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling in your high plank. Knees, chin, chest, chaturanga. People who want to learn. You're releasing your knees. You stay with your toes, bending your elbows, and you're holding your chest. From here, you're pushing with your toes. Lifting your thighs. Exhaling from your seat. You're rolling over your toes in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Breath. One more, shaking your head, letting go, this holding on. Tongue comes out, squeeze your face, really. One more time. Can you let yourself be refreshed? Step your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhale, step your left foot outside your left hand. Open your foot 45 degrees. This you want to feel in your hip, knee over your foot, gazing forward. Stay here. Exhaling, releasing your knee, releasing your toes. Stay on your hands, or maybe you can lowering down onto your elbows. Curling your back toes, lifting your knee, opening your left hip a tiny bit more that you can come on the outer edge of your foot. Bring your left hand on your thigh, opening your chest, or you're opening your arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. Breath. Deep breath. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. Planting your hand back onto the floor, releasing your back knee, and both hands coming under your shoulders, gazing forward. So you stay on your hands. Breathe. Bring your right hand in front of your face. Your left hand on your left knee, opening up. You stay here. Or you're bending your knee, reaching behind, and find the outside of your foot and pushing this heel far away, that you can opening up your whole front side. Breathe. Breath. Deeper breath. Hold. Inhaling. Exhaling. Releasing your hands. Plant your hands under your shoulders, gazing forward, curl your back toes, and you want to stepping back. Your heart between your hands, lowering down your seat. Breathe, stay in your high plank, and then you lower down onto your elbows. Elbows under your shoulders, spreading your fingers wide. Breathe, hold. And lifting your hips a tiny bit more, your thighs, Tanya. Breathe, exhaling, releasing your knees, releasing your thighs, pulling your hands towards your heart. So your elbows lifting up and you're rolling back your shoulders. Belly button, pubic bone pressing into the floor. Breath, exhaling, release, slide your hands next to your ribs, under your shoulders, lift your seat downward facing dog. Breathe. Breath. Balancing your breath. Refreshed. Renewed. Are you repeating your asanas in a kind of bored way? Can you allow yourself to discover new sensations? Step your feet together, lift your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, step your left foot between your hands, long runners lunge with your inhaling. Exhaling, both feet stepping together, coming halfway, inhaling, fold forward, exhaling, one breath, inhaling, exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest, closing your eyes for a moment, feeling this soft touch of your hands. This is you. Breath, feeling your feet pressing down. This is you. Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling. Folding forward, exhaling, bending your knees, gaze between your arms, hopping back, jumping back when you are used to the practice. When you don't want it jumping back, please, let's meet in downward facing dog, walking your feet back. And we want to meet in downward facing dog.
Breathe, stepping your feet together, lift your right leg towards the ceiling, inhaling. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, opening your left foot 45 degrees. Second warrior, left arm reaches forward, windmill back, folding in your front knee. And making sure that you do not curl your toes in, opening your toes, softening your knee, gaze over your back arm, seeing where you are coming from. Gaze over your front arm, visualizing your future, and you're staying here, refreshed, renewed, releasing your back arm, palm of your hand flipping open, reversed warrior, bending your front knee. Bend your front knee, Marcella. Breathe. Inhaling back in your second warrior, releasing your elbow, hand on your hip, making sure you do not compensate. Bring your hand on the back of your skull, opening your chest and gaze towards your ceiling while your elbow is reaching high. You can stay here. People used to the practice. You can come into your side ankle, releasing your arm towards the floor and reach with your arm over your head. Please take your variation. It's a beautiful way with your hand on the back of your skull, opening your chest. Inhaling, bend your front knee a tiny bit more, Pauline. Breathe. Wherever you are, turning your torso, facing the floor, planting your hands, turning your back toes, gazing forward, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa of your choice. Inhaling in your high plank, exhaling knees, chin, chest, chaturanga, whatever variation. Inhaling, exhaling in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Letting your legs shaking. Letting your face squeezing and softening from your hands over your shoulders. Breathe. Step your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Inhaling. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, opening your right 45 degrees, reaching forward from your arm, windmill back, second warrior, shoulder, stay in your center. We're reaching forward, coming in your center. When you don't know where your center is, find your hands on your hips. And then from here, you're releasing your arms. Gaze over your back arm. See, honor where you are coming from. All this path already taken. Gaze over your front arm, where your destination, where your heart, your soul is reaching forward, and you stay present. Palm of your hand flipping open. Breathe, stay bent in your front knee. Breathe. Inhaling back in your second warrior, release your elbow. So variation, hand on the back of your skull, opening your chest. This is a very beautiful step to do first. And then you can lowering down, following either your arm reaches towards the ceiling or come in your full pose. Reach over your head. People used to the practice. Obviously, you can finding a bind. Breathe. One more inhaling. Wherever you are, you're releasing your hands towards the floor, turning your back, toes facing forward, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa of your choice, always available, as you know, child pose. Please avoid sitting up, getting critical, getting skeptical, getting analytical, or whatever. Find your child pose when you need to rest, when you need to slowing down, when you need to integrate. Keep on practicing breath. 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 People in child pose, maybe you want to join in your downward facing dog, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward, coming halfway. Exhaling in your Uttanasana, soft breath. Inhaling from your feet, from your heart, light like a flat feather. You're floating up in your standing. Exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest, closing your eyes. Breath. Balancing. Let's take the dancer, opening shoulders, opening hips, rooting down from your left side, lifting your right knee, your right hand, find your ankle, both knees want to meet, flexing your foot, rooting down, hips, shoulders, lifting your left arm, index finger and thumb want to meet, softening in your left knee. Maybe you stay here, or you're reaching forward from your heart while your heel is pushing back. Find this beautiful arching. One more inhaling. And with your exhaling, coming back in your standing, oops, letting your knee, flipping forward, lifting your knee. I'm super wobbly today, sorry. Bending your left knee, opening your right hip, plant your foot on top of your knee, hand in front of your chest. Breathe, please stay here, or you're lowering down gently, creating a bit more space in your hips and strengthening in your torso. Breathe. Maybe you can bring your elbows in front of your shin bone and you stay here. Releasing your hands towards the floor and lengthening your standing leg would be the next step you want to try. People who are used to the practice, if you would like, you can take an arm balance. So from here, you're releasing your hands in front of you. You're bending your left knee. You bring your shin bone square on your upper arms. And then from here, sorry, I can't do my shoulder. From here, you're reaching forward from your chest and your back leg. It's reaching back, taking it. Breathe, and all the other ones, please, coming back. You're balancing. You bring your hands back in front of your chest. Come back in your standing. Plant your foot back onto the floor, arms on your side. Inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees. Utkatasana. Inhaling. Exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest while you find back in your standing. Breathe. Maybe this was a bit of a surprise and you felt, oh my God, what am I doing? Let yourself be surprised. Step by step, you are learning. Are you letting your mind kicking in, getting critical, frustrated, analytic? Breathe with where you are. Breath. Releasing your hands. And you want to take the other side, lifting your left knee, left hand grabbing your ankle, both knees flexing, hips over your shoulders, activating. So what happens here very often, you fall, letting your belly dropping forward. So you want to stay long with your spine. Lifting your right arm, rooting down from your right foot, softening your right knee gently. And then from here, you're reaching forward from your heart while your heel is pushing back, rolling back your shoulder, smiling in your belly, smiling in your heart. Breath, the seriousness of your practice, the seriousness of living this life, getting this done. Find your flow. Inhaling, coming back, lifting your left knee, bending your right, plant your foot on top of your knee. And you can stay here balancing. It's a beautiful pose. Or bending elbows. Flexing your left foot, protecting your knee, releasing your hands, lengthening your right, folding forward. People who would like to try, you bending your knee, you gaze forward, planting your hands under your shoulders, and then you're bending your right knee, come on the tips of your toes, that you find your shin bone square in front of you, on top of your elbows. I can't demo, unfortunately, it's too much for my shoulders. You're leaning forward, reaching forward, and then from you lifting up, breathe. And all the other ones, please come back, plant your hands in front of your chest, coming back in your standing, releasing your foot, arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, diving forward, bending your knees. Utkatasana, inhaling. So your shoulders releasing, bending your knees, belly active. Reaching high from your heart. Breathe, exhaling, folding forward, as if you can melt forward. Releasing your neck, shaking your neck, letting your neck be very, very long. One more really big, big exhaling with your mouth open. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking back. We want to meet in downward facing dog. So please take your variation, downward facing dog. Breath. Inhaling, come in your high plank and lowering down. So you want to come down onto the floor, making sure you have nice, long legs. So you're walking your legs out of your hips a tiny bit, and you're shaking with your tailbone to connect with your pubic bone. Your thighs, your hips, your belly. So we want to come into the bow pose, hands reaching behind, grabbing your ankles, pressing your belly button, pubic bone. I will show you an alternative. Please don't worry. Pressing your belly button, pubic bone into the floor, lifting your thighs. So you want to do this, and in between, you do not let your legs releasing. You're coming down again. So if you're inhaling, lifting up, for people who need an alternative, please coming down. You bring your elbows under your shoulders, opening your chest, lifting yourself out. And then you're rooting down from your thighs, bending your knees, flexing your feet. Like this, you're lengthening and strengthening in your lower back. Breathe. Please take the alternative. Exhaling, releasing, pulling with your hands You heel towards your seat, turning your head to one side. And people, when you are here on your elbows, you can just releasing, stay with your knees bent, releasing forward and shaking a tiny bit with your hips. And you want to coming up one more time. So you stay with your hands on your ankles, flexing your feet. Please flex your feet. This protects your knees. Opening your chest, belly button, pubic bone. Wanna pressing into the floor and making sure your knees do not flow towards the side. Your knees stay in line. Michael, bring your knees a tiny bit. Yes. Breathe. And when this is good already, you can lifting your elbows when you are here, Michael. Breathe, or you stay, exactly. Just going one more step would mean lifting your elbows, lifting a tiny bit higher, inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Sorry, I'm not giving you attention at home. Exhaling, coming back down, releasing your legs. Bring your hands under your forehead and shaking with your hips, letting them shake one side, the other side. Hands under your shoulders, gazing forward, curling your toes and pushing your seat. You want to stay with your toes curled under while you're lengthening your spine, lengthening your arms. Inhaling one more downward facing dog, lifting your seat. Breathe. So people, if you would like, you can take one more vinyasa of your choice, or you stay for a moment in your downward facing dog. Breath. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands. We want to come into sitting. So some people will be able to jumping through with long legs. Some people, just like me, bending your knees. You're crossing your ankles, coming between your hands, and then you're moving your hands a tiny bit more behind, lifting your seat, and then you're lengthening your legs, pushing with your hands, your flesh towards the side. Hands next to your hips. Breath, slowing down, softening down. Please remember bending your knees, arms over your head. Exhaling, reaching forward while you're forward. Breath. Breath. Daniel, maybe you want to bend your knees a tiny bit, that you do not pull on your lower back so much. That yes, bending your knees really, and then you bring your belly meeting your thighs. Breath. Breath. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, coming back in your sitting, letting your hands walking behind, under your shoulders. So you're pressing your hands, rolling back your shoulders, lifting your heart. First step, please stay here. Or you're reaching forward from your balls of your feet. I'm showing you an alternative if this is too much. And you want to plant your feet onto the floor while you're lifting your seat. When this is too much, you're bending your knees. Plant your feet where your knees has been. Hip width apart, and then from here, you're lifting your seat. Inhaling, lifting higher, planting your hands, planting your feet. Exhaling, coming back down, releasing your hands. And you want to take this one more time. Hands behind, fingers spreading forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. So you want to lengthening lifting. Reach forwards from your balls of your feet, planting your feet onto the floor, lifting your seat. Breathe. And when you want to work with bended knees, please bring your feet where you are and your hands gazing forward. Breath. You want to come up one more time? Inhaling, okay? Exhaling, coming back down onto your seat and releasing your hands. Letting your hands, releasing. Breath. Bring your hands in Anjali Mudra and let your hands circling around. So you never want to lose touch of your hands. To soften your wrists and changing direction. Reaching forward from your left hand, palm of your hand facing forward, find with your hands, your fingers, releasing tension in your wrist. Exhaling, let your hand, fingers coming down, very gentle on your palm, on your hand. You help to release this tension. Shoulder, stay down. Inhaling, changing sides. So first your right hand, palm of your hand opening. When we open our palm of your hand, connected to the center of your chest. Releasing your hand and you release your wrist. Exhaling, release, shuffling forward from your seat, walking yourself forward a tiny bit, and you have your mat in your back, reaching forward from your arms, exhaling slowly while your feet pushing towards your nose, your balls of your feet pulling away, rolling onto your spine, arms over your head. A sweet, nice little gentle stretching here. Bend your knees towards your chest, hugging your knees. Squeeze your body, making yourself nice and small. Bring your knees over your hips, flexing your feet, opening your arms towards your side, knees floating towards your right, gentle twisting, balancing your energies. You might create it, maybe a tiny bit of tension in your lower back. You want to let it release with your twisting. Find any variation you would like. You can come into your eagle legs, or you're stretching out your upper leg, grabbing your toes with your finger. Inhaling, exhaling, coming back onto the floor, hugging your knees towards your chest, squeeze your body, your knees over your hips, flexing your feet, let your knees floating towards your left side. Shoulders staying down. Breath is full. Inhaling, coming back with your knees towards your center, hugging your knees towards your chest and squeeze your body. Plant your feet onto the floor and prepare for Shavasana. Maybe you need to get a jumper, some socks. It's the time. Or there are some movements missing you're longing for. Taking this last adjustment to find your Savasana with your legs separated, your toes floating towards the side, your thighs releasing, your calf muscles releasing. A big inhaling into your belly, into your chest, and with a very gentle exhaling, a sigh floats out like, wet your lips with your tongue, swallow, your eyes turning inward. Remembering this new beginning. Are you going into your habitual way, Shavasana? Let me plan my day. What am I going to do next? What were na 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 na? Stay in your Shavasana. Enjoying this new moment, this intention. Let this moment die and a new moment arise. Feeling tension in your toes and softening them in your thighs. Letting go. There is a hole in my sidewalk. Autobiography in 5 short chapters by Portia Nelson. Chapter 1. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Chapter 2. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit, but my eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Chapter 4. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Chapter 5. I walk down another street. And slowly and gently reconnecting to your breath.
reconnecting to your sensations, letting your breath grow stronger, newly refreshed. New beginning, new start. What old patterns you can let go. And maybe there is spontaneous movements once to happening, like a stretching, like a sweet little touch. You can fold to your knees and come to your right side. Press your hands onto the floor and come back into a knee sitting. Can be kneeling, cross-legged, lotus, half lotus. Any posture you feel comfortable with. You plant your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest and your eyes are closed. To finish and seal this practice, let's finish with a deep sounding Om, taking and inhaling. Thank you very much for practicing yoga with me on this Easter Sunday. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you.